Hi everybody, Bernard here on behalf of MovieGameNostalgia.com. Hope you're okay. This is a little movie review on a movie called Vivarium. Please, if you're new to the channel, push that subscribe button, that'd be great. Push the bell notification button and make sure your notifications are set so you get to know when these little vlogs, movie, TV, drama, vlogs and information vlogs are coming out. Yeah, so I'm going to look at Vivarium. It's a co-production produced with money from Ireland, Denmark, and Belgium, so quite international in its style. And obviously, I'm looking forward to a little thing that you probably know called The Twilight Zone is coming out. And this reading the blurb on this Vivarium, it's very much in that mould. I mean, it's classed as a sci-fi, but obviously it's a twisty-turny thing, which obviously I love these weird things that sort of draw you in and you're sort of wondering what the hell's going on for most of the film, but no, it's really good. Jesse Eisenberg stars and Imogen Poots, and it's obviously about a couple who are trapped in a void, really a void on their own, these two, well, initially on their own anyway, a void of identical houses and streets. So obviously they're out to buy a new home, and obviously they get lumbered with this place, but very, very interesting. Is it any good? Well, Rotten Tomatoes give it 72%, which is pretty good based on 130 reviews. But overall, it only gets a 6.57 out of 10. So watchable, definitely watchable. And obviously, one of the comments in quotation marks may confound as often as it intrigues, and I can't disagree with that. Also, comments like well acted, interesting ideas. Explores them with style. So yeah, it's really, really well done. I mean, it does have a feel where you probably could have condensed it into 30-40 minutes rather than an hour and a half, but I know what they're saying. The Metascore rating, that's a critics rating, is 6.4 out of 10, so not as high as Rotten Tomatoes. That's based on 23, but the scores do rate anywhere between 5 and someone rated it as highly as 9.1 out of 10, which is pretty impressive. Some of the comments: chills mind more than your spine. Yeah, probably agree with that. Twilight Zone creepiness, yeah, certainly an element of that. Grim humour, not too much humour, I don't think. Lab rat's experiment of a film, which probably sums it up actually, obviously, because that's what we're talking about. Obviously, it's a bit of a lab rat situation, isn't it? Internet Movie Database rating, again, this is the Joe Public, this is you and me. It's only 5.8 out of 10, so it is below a watchable rating, and that's based on over 19,000 reviews, so it has been well watched, this. But 60% of those that actually left a score, not just a review, but just actually put a score. You don't on IMDb. I don't know if you're familiar with IMDb, but obviously you can actually leave a score without writing a review. But obviously a lot of people write reviews as well. But 60% give it between 6 and 10 out of 10. Well, my little thoughts on it. Yeah, it was quite interesting actually. It's the house they end up in is number 9. Obviously, I'm a big fan of Inside Number 9, which is Steve Pemberton and Reece Shearsmith in the UK, if you like that sort of thing. And it does have that sort of, it is that sort of thing, it is that sort of weirdness to it. So that was, I don't know if that's deliberate or a sort of nod to it. I have no idea whatsoever, but it's interesting the house is called Number 9, although obviously there might be something significant about the number 9 and weird things happening. It does draw you in. I mean, it does draw you in early on, and there's, you know, it sort of shows its dark side as well. If you like things obviously like Black Mirror and Tales of the Unexplained, of course, Twilight Zone, which we're looking forward to, it does have that sort of feel to it. And you certainly, so although it doesn't absolutely grab you by the throat early on, it does sort of draw you in because you want to know what's going to happen, obviously, like anything with this sort of strange thing. It does drag just a little bit at times, and it can be quite annoying sometimes, and you'll understand what I mean by being annoying. Certainly one character is very annoying, but it does build nicely. It builds really nice as it goes through, and you know you're waiting obviously for the inevitable climax, aren't you? This is where it fell flat for me, and I think a lot of people. I don't like where you have to go onto the internet and have something explained to you. Hey, what does that ending mean? And all right, yeah, I can make my own decisions on what the ending meant, etc. So I don't need people on the internet telling me their versions of what it meant. But I want a film to have a beginning, a middle and an end, and I'm sorry, it just leaves too much for the imagination, too much unsaid at the end, and that is really disappointing, because certainly for an hour and 10 minutes, it's I'm not sure how long this one is, it's 98 minutes. Yeah, for say 60-70 minutes, it did intrigue me, and then just the ending, I just thought there's going to be something a bit more. You know what happens. It's there is an end, isn't it? It's, and it's but it's a bit of a cop out to me, and I don't like that sort of thing in a film. And yeah, I understand with things like the Twilight Zone and Black Mirror, you're not always giving it an ending. You're not always giving it a conclusion. But I don't. In this, it's a film. This is a movie. This isn't a 30-minute episode where you can make judgments. So I'm a bit perturbed that there wasn't a better ending to the film, and it sort of loses a mark, certainly one mark in my eyes, because of the ending. But it does do enough in the first 60-70 minutes to certainly interest you if you're a fan of the genre, obviously, of the Black Mirror sort of thing. And even if you're a fan of Inside Number 9 here in the UK, obviously, which I'm sure you've seen if you're outside of the UK, which is absolutely. And if you haven't seen Inside Number 9, this series, been a few seasons now of that, 3 or 4 series, I think. Please check that out. I think it's was taken up by one of the bigger companies anyway, so you probably have seen Inside Number 9. But yeah, so yeah, as I say, Vivarium. Yeah, not bad. I'm just such a shame you let me down with the ending. What am I going to score it? Well, the Internet Movie Database are giving it 5.8 out of 10. Metascore 6.4. Rotten Tomatoes 72%, 6.57. I'm going to give it the watchable rating. As I say, I would have given it perhaps 6.5, 7 out of 10, but the ending, in my opinion, was a little bit of a letdown. So I'm only going to give it a 6 out of 10, but then again, that's a watchable rating. So if you do, as I say, if you're into that genre, if you don't like the weird and wonderful genre, then please avoid Like the Plague, but otherwise, please enjoy it, and don't be too disappointed with the ending as I was. It's just enjoy, as I say, 70 or 80 minutes of it, and don't worry about the last 10 minutes or so. Anyway, thanks for watching that. Please follow me on Twitter for all the latest movie news. You can follow me on, I've got 2 accounts, at Charles Deneen, Deneen spelled DINNN, or at nostalgia_movie, and I've tried to follow everyone back. I just check every couple of days and follow people back on there. And I'm also on Facebook at BYRNE with links to moviegamenostalgia.com, my little website for old and rare DVDs, movie posters from the 1990s and 2000s, and some board games as well. So you can spend a couple of minutes at all to have a look around moviegamenostalgia.com, which obviously helps me have the time to put these sort of vlogs together and information vlogs for you. If you can have a look on there, much appreciated. You don't have to buy anything, even if I get footfall, it moves me up the Google Analytics and all this sort of thing, which I don't really know about, but much appreciated, and thumbs up to you if you can go on moviegamenostalgia.com. Anyway, if you get to see Vivarium, please let me know what you think. As I say, I did not love it. I did like a lot of it. So you please let me know what you thought of Vivarium. And yeah, acting wise, they did a good job actually. Obviously, it's Jesse Eisenberg and Imogen Pooch. Yeah, they did a great job actually, and there's a young actor in it who's not too bad as well. But yeah. It's as a stage play, you could make it into a stage play as well, but obviously you'd have to come up with a decent ending. Anyway, I'm waffling on that. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please, whatever you're going to do with the rest of your day, have a great one. Look after yourselves, look after your friends, look after your family. Let's all look after each other. And hopefully you'll join me again for another little review or information vlog in the near future. This is Bird saying goodbye for now. Bye-bye.